I'm just starting recording. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone aware about that. What is the difference between the ECC and S4HANA? Okay. So the major one, the change is database. And S4HANA, it is inbuilt database, which is coming HANA database, and that database will be working row and column based. Okay, and in the ECC, what will happen? We can also integrate with a third-party database to integrate. So it is not necessary we have to be use a SAP database, but in S4HANA, it must be inbuilt HANA database. So there is no need to connect to a external other database, or it's not possible also to connect to other database. Okay, that was a major one. And other than this one, few changes it is there in the S4HANA, that was in the customers and vendors, they merged into their uh, change it to BP. So that means earlier, if you see that we have to create a personal master data, employee master data, and we have to create the customer master record, vendor master record. So like every master record, we are creating a different transaction code. So now what we can do, we can create with the business partner a single transaction code. We can create a number of different records like vendor master record and customer master records and okay, employee master records and everything we can create. Okay, employee master we can create. Okay, so other than this one, there were some other changes as well, like metric master number range as extended from earlier it is ECC version we have 18, now it is like 40 characters, till 40 characters it is allowed, but that is again that is optional whether you want to be go ahead or not. Okay, that is again option. And other than this, if you can see that we have some critical complex tables are there, that is MKBF, MSEC table, and RSEC, RBKB table. So those are the material stock movement related and accounting related. Sorry, sorry. BKPF and BSEC and MSEC and MKPF, those are the related to, one is stock movements related and one is accounting related table. So those what they did, instead of there using the two tables and merging to that to when we need to generate a report, instead of that, now we got that MATDoc and ACDoc tables from the S4HANA level. Okay, so comparing to the ECC, S4HANA, it was too fast and flexible and too user convenient, user friendly apps, which is like we got like Fiori apps, which is like one of the best uh, apps which is very helpful to the users. So it is very flexible to use that. Okay. So other than that, few other changes as well. Also, it is something quota arrangement related, and some it is MRP related, and some flexible workflows which is there. So there's some of the few nature as well. It is there. Okay. So and if you remember that we discussed this one, so initially it started with the few finance, simple finance. Initial at 90, I think 2011 around it is started simple finance. Then later 2015 around we got the S4 HANA full-fledged um, system. Okay, so before that we got simple finance and like we got some other useful software, but the full-fledged which is we got at 2015. Okay, now we'll try to understand about the flexible workflow. Okay, flexible workflow. So if you anyone who are working in the SAP, they might be aware about that what is the use of the workflow. Okay, so the workflow is the purpose is this will be helpful to trigger the mail automatically, triggering to the alert to the respect to team member or respect to who will be the roles it is assigned. They will get that to approve the process to proceed further. Okay, so let's example, if I have the PO release strategy. So for this release strategy, if I have the 3 to 4 levels, for each level we are assigning to the users, and that user is the who have the employee. That employee is the responsible to release that, and then that whenever there is a PO it is created, the first levels it will go to first the mail into their inbox, SAP inbox. Then there they can release from there. Okay, then after that the second level it will go, on third level it will go, like that it will go. Okay, so workflow it will be basically it will be helpful to trigger the event which is like trigger to the content to the consent consent person who will be the releasing. Okay, so uh, generally in the SAP ECC also we have the workflow. Okay, but in the ECC level, what will happen? You need to be create a event in the SWDD, and there you need to be activate the workflow, and you need to be design the roles and everything. That is a part of that uh, workflow consultant. Okay, so are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'll show you that how it will be there. So there will be a transaction codes which is like workflow related. Okay, there they will be activating the events. This is the first time we are doing that. That's why it's taking longer. Okay, so here they will be entering that workflow number, and they will be doing, and they are designing that how to whom it should be approved and where it should be go. That design they will be start. So it will be start, and after that is approved, and it will be go for the workflow close. So like they are designing like this kind of workflow consultant. They will be designing that all the events, and they are designing that workflow to trigger that. Okay, that means when the release strategy which is triggering, when the release strategy is triggering, so the person who, suppose let's say purchase head, so this purchasing head where there is a assignment in the customization. Okay, in the configuration what we configured here, I'll show you that the purchasing. I'm going to purchase order, release strategy, and release strategy, if you can see that there is a workflow. Okay, you can assign the group and code. Okay, so you can see here when okay, you did a pivot, just close. Okay, sorry. Okay, you can see that the group and code and those levels you can assign that the agent ID. That means you have the options like whether you want to be assigned to the user ID, whether you want to be assigned the person, position, user, organized unit, how you want to be assigned, that you can assign. So the respective team member, when the code which is coming, it will be go to uh, the mail will be triggered to their inbox, that is SAP inbox, and that they can release from their side. So that again, if you can see here, this is the SAP business workflow inbox. Okay, here they will get a inbox. You can you will get they will get like mails and all. Okay, and you can see here, and they can approve from here. Okay, they will. Okay, you want to release, and you want to be not release. How you want to be do like this one? They will do that. Okay, so this is the kind of the workflow. Okay, and sometimes if it is directly they are designed to the mailbox, it is going to outside. Okay, so if the basis team is allowing to send the mails, okay, then SOST they will be configured like which mail ID should be allowed, and SOST. Okay, sorry, in the basis side they will be allowing the all the settings and all. Okay, then here you can see that what it is pending, and where exactly it is there. Okay, so I'll show you some which is there already, anything which is there. Okay, not there anything. Okay, there is no nothing pending, it is there, I think, maybe. Okay, but not sure. Should be okay, maybe sent it. I can remove this one. No, it's not there. Okay, so maybe there is nothing is there, maybe. So if workflow it is design and other process, see you can see here like messages when it's going out, it will be display here. Okay, so that you can the system automatically releasing from mailbox by your background job, and it is sending to the respective mail IDs. Okay, so you can see like they are sending like this mail ID and like this mail ID is like they can design like that. Okay, so for this again the basis team how to do the some basic side settings. That means they have to be allowed to internet and they have to be enter the mail IDs and all here. Which mail ID have to be allowed and which mail ID should not be allowed like that they will be entered here. Okay, so this is the ECC level workflow. Okay, so this is the ECC level workflow. It will be work. Okay, but if you go to S4 HANA, coming to S4 HANA flexible workflow, what will happen? Okay, uh, we can create our own release procedure. Okay, in the Fiori apps. Okay, one thing here, if you don't have the Fiori apps in the S4 HANA, then this flexible workflow will not be work. Okay, that you just note that the flexible workflow will be work when there is a Fury app it is activated. Okay, and in the Fury apps level you must be create your own scenario and what are the characteristics should be designed and what levels you want to be designed and what conditions it is like that you can create, and you can justify you can put it like that as a primary scenario that works in the house system. Okay, so that is the way it will be work flexible workflow. So you can design, you don't need to be again here again in the ECC level. If you see that we have only 8 levels of the approvals, but in the S4 HANA we don't have that restrictions like we can 15 10 15 like we can design the different levels of course. Okay, okay, so did you understand that what is the difference between the ECC version and the S4 HANA? What difference it is workflow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go to S4 HANA system. Okay, I'll just open the S4 HANA system. So please confirm if you are able to see my screen. Can able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, okay.
Is it is it able to see or not?
They're able to see.
So I open the remote screen. 1 minute, no? So can able to see, right? Okay. Okay. So you can able to see right screen. Okay. So I'll just open the screen. Okay. This is S4 HANA server. Okay. So what you can do here? Okay. If you want to open the Fury app, okay, there is a transaction code that you need to be remembered that okay slash UIT slash FLP that this is the one Fury apps connectivity slash slash UIT slash FLP. Network. It's not okay. This is not okay. Just put the slash and filter of one more time. Slash and slash I2 slash FLP. Okay. Okay. So this is the Fiori apps here. Okay. So if anyone who are looking who are checking first time, okay, you can look into this. Fiori apps is nothing but like it will be work from the web link. Okay, and that will be have the web like Fiori apps. It's like tiles will be there. Okay, so I'll be entering that the user ID. So this is a Fiori link. Okay. So you can see here this is the Fiori apps. Okay. So you can based on you can search here and you can enter that what apps you want to be up enter. Okay. So manage. Suppose I just want to open the manage workflow, purchase orders, purchase requisitions. Like you can open that. You can search and you can easily can connect from that. Okay. You can see this is the tiles. You can call this is the each tile. Okay. So where there is a you can also configure your own own screen. Okay, and you can detect. So now if we go here, manage workflow of the purchase order. So it is searching that here, and it will be display in the bottom. So where you need to go manage workflow of the purchase order. So before that, I'm just so going to the S4 HANA, and you can go to SPRO. So it is the same, okay, the screens and everything will be the same. What we are looking into the ECC and S4HANA, mostly all the 90%, 95% the screens and it is same. So there were some where the additionally they are modified and they added some new feature. Okay, so that's only you need to be remember that. Okay, okay, why it is not showing here. Okay, now it's searching. Okay, if you see that manage workflow for purchase order. Okay, so now you can see that they manage workflow for purchase order. Okay, sorry, this one is- okay, so let's go to in the first system. So you can see here the conversions. So there is a cross applications, and here the cross application you can see that there is a different configurations are there. You can see here SAP business partners related configuration. Okay. So because I said right, we have the changes in the business partner level, that is the customer vendor master card. So here we are configuring that the business partner and business partner is connecting to the customer master card. Okay, so the table should be the same. LFA1, LFM1, LF should be one. That is the same for the vendor master card. But here we are additionally like business partner with a single transaction code to create that. In the business partner, they are creating that vendor master card and the customer master card. Okay, so this is the further configuration for the business partner. Okay, so now I'll be go to this. Okay, so now I just open the my purchase order workflow. So as a consultant, what you need to do, what you have the plan. Okay, what you have the plan uh, to design your workflow. Okay, so I just click on the add. Okay, just click on add and you can create your workflow. So I'm just creating your workflow test. Okay, test I'm just working like, okay, you can write your own workflow name and you can describe that. Okay, and the value from and value to you can define. Okay, done. You can write that what conditions you are looking into that. Okay, so what is the conditions, what are the like sequence and all you can define here. Okay, so the first I'll go to date. I'll be doing that. Okay, and you can go to is it I think this is not but your accurate series. Sorry, there is something different. Accurate series, not Pachora. Okay, so I'm just click on the adding. I'm just creating the workflow. So I'm just creating the test to case for workflow, PO workflow. Okay. and I'm just description and adding here, and you can write the dates and time, and you can see that what is the condition actually. So document type patch. So document type, I'm just putting like document type patch order is should be NB. Okay, and so n number of, if you have a multiple document types is there, you can add multiple document types like you can define. So I'm just defining that standard PO. Okay, then I'll be can define like the net amount for the purchase order is greater than the 100 euros. Okay, okay, and if you want to define anything like purchasing group or purchasing organization, or it could be company code, plant, anything which you have, that you can define here. So the conditions you can define like the start condition and condition, and valid from and valid to you can define here. So if it is like suppose it's like 1 month or 2 months or 1 year, like the procedure validity, you can put like this. It's not talking. Okay, so now you can create your step sequence here. Okay, in the step sequence, the first level, second level, like you can define. Okay, and here the step type should be released for the release of the purchase order. Okay, it should be automatic release or it should be the manual release. So if I'm just going for flow for the manual release procedure, and I'm in case if you are going to go for the customization badge or something you are using, you can use the role, or else you can use the username here, and you can search here. You can see that okay, uh, different maybe who are the users are there. Okay, that users will be displayed here. Okay, then you can select that. Okay, this person has to be released for this level, first level. Okay, then you can write condition anything which is like mandate. It's the same thing which is like NB, and what is like condition you can write here. Okay, so like okay, you can mention like the workflow. Okay, the process you can define and you can add here. Okay, so then save. Then system will be checking that okay, the workflow is created. Okay, so then after once you activated this one, once you are created this one, you must be activate this one. Okay, the workflow must be you have to be activate. Then it will display here your test case of the workflow. So I just planning to that this is the primary. That means I just defining the order like the first order is test case for first order. So that means system will be taking this is the priority when there is a duplication or something. Okay, so it should not be in the deactivate mode. If it is inactive mode, then it won't be work. If it is activate mode, then only it will be work. Okay, so now I'll be creating PO. Okay, let's say I will be create something PO here. Purchase order. So I'll just take any of the one PO, which I can copy and paste it. Now, now my case is, but in my case here, above $100, right? What we design here. This is the we had this design like. What is the design here? What we design here start conditions like. Only one. Okay. So I'm just mentioning here the document type NP. Okay, I'm just creating here and click on check. Okay, so earlier if you see that okay, there is a release strategy tab will be appearing in the ECC. If you remember that the release tab will come in the purchase order, but if now it is like workflow, flexible workflow, so you can see that there is a flexible workflow which is coming. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Okay, so now I'm just saving this purchase order. Now I'll be go to header level. Okay, now you can see that okay, the person who designed for this workflow, that person will be go to this workflow. Okay, it may be there was something. Okay, so you can see now I have. So now what will be happen? Login this user ID. Okay, who will be the login? If you have the this user ID, and if you can able to log into that, so what will happen? So he will be able to. He will be get the. Will be get that. What he'll be get like the workflow. So I'll just I can go to SAP login pad, query launch pad, query launch pad. Go here only. Just to log into the other user. To the username here. PP and MST. So I'm just opening the workflow. I'm just logging into the that user ID. Who will be have that user ID? Okay. So you can here you can see that there is the inbox, right? Okay, you can go to inbox. What is the inbox? Where it is there inbox. You can see in this inbox the workflow which is triggered. That workflow it's showing that okay, the workflow which is triggered for this vendor, so it has to be approved. It has to be approved the release study, the workflow. Okay, so until it is approved, then it will be. It will not be furtherly. It will not accept to go ahead for that. Okay, so you can see the workflow contents and what description they want to be designed. Again, that would be the workflow related. Okay, so this is the way we can get the flexible workflow in the S4 HANA. Okay, so even in the SAP ECC also we'll get here the workflow. Okay, the workflow you will get to the body and the mail IDs, that everything we can design from the wrapper. Okay, so instead of wrappers, we can easily flexibly we can design our own workflow. That means our own release tools levels here, and we can design the flexible workflow in the our S4 HANA. Okay. So any questions here? This is the what the case. So here are some what you need to remember that. Okay, one thing is okay the employee, the user, whatever the user ID, whoever they created, that user have ID have the must be BP have to be create business partner as a personal number, and you must be assigned the what employee ID you created, that employee ID you must be assigned to the in the business partner. So I will show you the business partner BP. In the BP, if you go to here, just to go to any of the numbers. Okay. So if you go to identification, in the identification, you must be enter that employee ID number. Okay. So this is employee ID. So what are the personal number ID which is created? That means the approver is the employee. He is the our organization employee. So that ID you need to be assigned with this ID type. Okay, and in in case, okay, if you want to be synchronized, okay, whatever the personal employee ID numbers which is needs to be synchronized with employee uh, with our workflow. Okay, that okay, you need to be run this program. So when you're creating the uh, this employee IDs and all. Okay, what you need to do, you have to be this personal numbers you need to be executed like that. Okay, so you must be execute and view. So what will be happening, it is a BP synchronization with S4HANA. Okay, whatever it is BP which is created. So it will be created BP synchronization, and that will be processed to the workflow in the Fury app. Okay, then if you get any error, you can see in the SLG1, this is the transaction code. There you can see the object names and the integration related and the business partner related synchronization. Okay, that we can put like all what we want to be checked that, and you can execute here. So the system will be checking that if it is processed or not processed, anything which is there. Okay, that way it will be displayed here. Okay, so this is the 48 we just plan to do. So that is the it is giving some warning message like some of the data which is not maintained, some data which is maintained, that it will be displayed like that. So from configuration point of view, what it is needed, from configuration point of view, what you need it is needed. So you must be activate the workflow. Okay, so you must be maintain a workflow. That means at a document type level, you have to be activate which document type level it should be work the this workflow, flexible workflow. So you can go to purchase request or purchase order. The purchase order. The release for purchase order, and you can see here there will be a flexible workflow for this purchase. So here you can see that what scenarios you need to be activate. So you must be aware about that what scenarios it is using. So because this is the workflow event, it's like workflow related ID. If you remember that, if you see that in SWDD, if you go to SWDD in the ECC, so it is asking that WS number, right? Workflow related event number. Here you can see that it is asking number, right? So that's the same here. It is each every process there will be one ID number there. Okay, 238 purchase orders related. Some it is like it is there. Okay, so based on that, which process you want to be processed, okay, which process you want to be go ahead to activate the process, that you can go and you can see that, okay, this is the workflow for purchase order, this is for uh, purchase requisition, this is for something like you can you need to be activate like service and receipt, like you need to be activate this one. So first you need to be activate this one. Okay, so and then you need to be activate a flexible workflow for the each document type. What document types you want to be activated? So I just activated for only NB. So if it is NB only, then it will be work. For other ones, it won't be work. Okay. So configuration point of view, when you are trying to transport to the other systems, it won't be. It will be work only this. Okay. Clear? So this is a flexible workflow in the S4 HANA. Okay, that is the new so before you if you are in the implementation process or anything, okay, the basis team and the workflow team, they will be checked that whether these workflows are activated or not activated. So it must be activated and check that all the checkboxes here. You should configure RFC, yes, you see, so the distance RFC is connected. Okay, so and this administrator for workflow, active version, all it is activated. So it should be all activated, then only the workflows will be work. Okay. So this is the way we need to do. Okay. So we need to do the flexible workflow. I will just provide you the list of the flexible workflow list. Okay, but it's not necessary because in the real time generally you must be have some workflow consultant or but you find some. Okay, so you can see the here the list of the workflows, which is like the overall release strategy, item level release strategy, purchase orders related. Okay, so again, every workflow have one task ID. Okay, so even in ECC level, or it may be S4 HANA level, the workflow scenario ID will not be changed, task ID will not be changed. Very same. Okay, and if you want to use anything which is like baddies or BAPIs, you can use this baddie and you can use the BAPI list and all. Okay, you can use BAPI and this baddie events and all. Okay, and okay, you have just put that steps and all here. So the first thing which you need to be activate that the scenario, what scenario you want to plan. Okay, if you want to go with some customization, what you need to do, you need to be uncheck the standard one, and you need to be maintain for the you should not maintain for the standard, and you need to be create a own customized scenario ID. Okay, but in this case you can go with you have to be activate that. And the second step is you must be activate the document type level. Okay, which document type you want to be allow this flexible workflow. Okay, then Fury level. Okay, you must be create a manage workflows for purchase orders. Here you can create your own style of the automatic purchase order, it is manual purchase orders that you can define, and you can define the conditions. Okay, you can define your steps and other things, step sequence and all you can define. Okay, then you must be activate that workflow. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? So this is a might be it is a new topic to you guys, but it is a advanced one. Okay, if you get the chance to working in S4 HANA, and if you want to be work for a flexible workflow, you can plan this one. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So is it audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any questions in this one? Maybe it's new and it's a question mark to everyone. I know, uh, but yeah, it is necessary to understand that what changes it is there in the current S4 HANA. So this is the one topic which is very important. Okay, so if you suppose okay, one thing it is like in case when you are performing this Fury. Okay, if you don't have this Fury apps, then it won't be work. Okay, make sure that the Fury app should be activated. So Fury app should be there. Okay, so again, Fury apps level, if you don't have the access, you see now how you're getting like, okay, this is the pending approval from my inbox. It is showing. Okay, so it is showing like this, and you must be approved from the here. Okay, and so where I'm did. Okay, so you you must be you must be have the Fury apps. It is okay, and you must be have the Fury app roles. Okay, so again, each and everywhere you have the roles. Okay, so if you need the authorization to get the this app role, so this is the role business role. Okay, the security team they will be assigning this role. Okay, for manage workflow for the purchase orders. Okay, okay, so then I will show you one thing here. In case when I'm performing this one, okay, I'm just logging off this one. Out of this one. what is the transaction code? /n /UI2/FLP. Okay, Fiori Launchpad connectivity. So better I'm just using the Chrome because Chrome is too faster than the Internet Explorer in this case because this Internet Explorer is older version. So I just want to log off this VPN. I just want to log in my ID. My ID. So you can go here and select your. So why it is too convenient to the user because they can just click on the tiles and they can perform easily. Okay. So earlier, if you see that I just need to be remember that MIU, I need to remember that contract transaction code and change, display, release, and all. It is very difficult, right? Now, what you can do, it's very easy to search that. If I know that what needs to be searched here, so very easy. System will pick automatically manage workflow. Manage workflow for purchase order. Manage workflow for purchase orders. Suppose you are not able to see anything here, suppose you are not able to see any workflow, you are not able to see any add button or something, that means it is not activated your workflow is not activated. So the condition first thing is you need to go here and just check that whether you have any option to add or workflow on that. Okay, that is the first step. The second step, if it is not there, so what you need to do, you go to here SPRO and check that in the my configuration level, okay, whether this is activated or not activated. Go to material management, purchasing, purchase order, and for new strategy. Purchase order and then flexible purchase order. Then here scenario is activation. So which scenario you want to be do like purchase orders workflow, or it is a purchase requisition overall release strategy, purchase requisition item level release strategy, RFQ purchase RFQ for purchase orders, like different scenarios will be there that you need to be activate here. Okay, first thing you need to be activate here, then you must be maintain that activate at document type level. Okay, so these two is must also you need to be maintained that. So then you can see this one. Okay, and you can maintain the your workflow related configuration and all. So this is what it is like the process steps. So did you understand that? So if there is anything, if you are not able to do, if you are not able to see that, that maybe you should be check that authorized objective as well, according to the scenario ideas. and you must be get the activate that scenarios. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so one more thing. Okay, I just need to be explain one more thing here. Okay, if you can see here, uh, we just talked that the recipients like the employee number or user ID number. So what will happen sometimes in your new system, if you are the new system, okay, if it is not HR information is not integrated here to the our workflow, so there again that HR data need to be integrated into our system. So in that case, what you need to do, you need to go to maintenance table and check that whether it is activated the uh, the information. Like I'll just go to here. I'll just tell you what condition you need to check here. The group name and submit, and the group name should be like HRALX. Then you can okay. You need to be check that this information here HRLAX is the is that HRALX into HRAC. Okay, this one. Okay, so activate HR integration. So this must be X. Okay, if it is not integrated, then the employee numbers and all it won't be displayed. The usernames, employees numbers that will be not displayed. Okay, so that is one thing which you need to check that. Okay, other than this one, we also assign some customization from the HR point of view. The business partners identification numbers to be integrated. Okay, that I will go to SPRO here. So in case I'm just when I'm saying this one, if in case the HR numbers, employee numbers which is not displaying, in that case you must be go to here and the business partners and the business partners level, you must be check that to your business partners. Business partner basic setting. The basic settings level, identity numbers, identification numbers and all you need to be checked. So here it is necessary to check that HM personal numbers related. You can see here in down if it start with H related. Okay, it is HS, HCMW. Okay, so here this one. Okay, so this must be activated. Okay, so this is the configuration which is required, but this is completely synchronization HR data with business partner when you creating the employee. So this and all it is a prerequisite and all. Okay, but I'm just giving the heads up when there is a those information is not there. The implementation projects, these kind of the headaches will be there. That's why I'm just explaining that. Okay, so in this, what you need to do first? First, you need to be create the employee number. Okay, so HR side personal number how they will create? They will be creating with PA30. This is a transaction code. There they will be creating the personal number for employee with the action like organization and employee number and those details and all. So what you need to do here, you can just go and click on enter here, and you can enter that when the employee is planning to start and if that action type is a reassignment, hiring and all. Okay, then they will be sending that personal area and all the information, employee subgroups and other information. Okay, then address details and those everything which we will need to be entered. So once you enter all this information, the employee number, personal number, you must be assigned in the PP number. So when you are creating the PP, okay, I'm just creating the PP here. I'll just go again, PP, and okay, and I'll just go create. Oh, internal standard grouping stuff. Right. There's somebody they change the settings. Not sure what they change. Okay, while you creating a BP, so one thing what we need to understand here, so I'm just going to existing change mode. Okay, so go for the change mode here. So there is a BP roles are there. Okay, so BP role first to have. So generally, if you remember that in the while you creating the business partner, sorry, while you creating the vendor master record, if you remember that, okay, we have the three types of data. What is the data? It is like general data, okay, then accounting data, that means company code level data, right? Then we have the purchasing organization data, right? Correct or not? So we have the purchasing organization level data and the general data and company code data. So what is actually company code data is general data is nothing but like address and tax information, what other information which is generally what for this vendor that will be there. And the company code information purchasing organization, purchasing organization level information, that is that those levels of the organization data which is maintained. So like here also when you creating the BP, okay, when you're creating the PP, so make sure that you must be create with 0000000000. That is the business partner role. So in here the business partner role is like a different kind of the uh, 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 different to level, different to stage of the creation, like general data level creation and company code level creation, like HR level creation, like so first you are creating BP, and that BP you're creating and you are creating with 0000 and entering that all the address details and if anything this BP is working as a employee, this BP is working as a plan, or this BP is working as a supply plan, or this BP is working as an employee. So how it is like that you can assign here with a different ID type. Okay, and payment details and those details, whatever it is there, you can enter information. Then, okay, you must be maintain that relations, not relations. I'll just go back. Okay, so you must be extended to your purchasing organization data and uh, your purchasing organization data and your company code data. Okay, so for that the roles that what it is like BP roles are. The BP roles are FLV and 00. Okay, FLVN01. Okay, so one is for the company code data, one is for the purchasing organization data. So how you are extending here for the 000000 line, you must be select here FLVN00. So like I'm see here, I extended this business partner as a contact person. I created this business partner as an internal user. I created this business partner as a financial service. I just created like a internal BP, like I just created. So like you must be create that with FLV and 00 and FLV and 01. One is for the company code data, one is for the organization data. Other than that, all the information what you are entering in the standard SAP ECC level, the same information here also you are assigning. Okay, so I just tried to create that, but here I'm getting some error. Somebody there deleted the assignment. I don't know what exactly what happened here. It's going to non-kernel standard grouping. I'm not sure why it is not there. So you need to check again the according grouping and all everything. But I don't know why it's happening like that. Okay, so again this creation of the business partner. Okay, the configuration is again I just shown right the cross applications and the component and the business partners, civil business partners and the business partners and this business partner level. Now you can see that number is for the groups and partner roles. Okay, so that here you can see that business partner roles, which is grouping. Okay, so you can see here the business partner roles here. So I just said right, 0000 is the general data, and FLVN 0000, which is like okay, FLVN 0000 is our the company code data. So somebody they change the description also. Okay, but it is the company code data. Okay, so it should be company code data, and FLVN 01 is the purchasing organization data. Like customers also have the FLCU 01, like they have okay FA customers and sales customers data, which is them entering that. Okay, and after that again you can see here the PP role categories and configuration and all. Okay, so and now you can have the doubt like, sir, how the number ranges will come for PP number range and our vendor number range is same or it is a different number range. Okay, so there is a condition like if you want to be use the same number for the vendor and PP number. Okay, if it is a unique number should be generated, then what you need to do, you need to be activate. There is one checkbox you need to be activate that you need to be say that okay BP number range and vendor number range should be the same. Okay, so but before activating that you must be check that the same number range what you define the BP, the same BP number which is the same for the per vendor account group number range. Okay, that means if I created a BP, if I have created a BP, okay, with suppose like starting with 1 and it is ending with 1000. Okay, and now I'm just having the vendor number range also. If it is something which is like 1001 to 9999 like, okay, then it is a different and this is a different. So in this case, I cannot use the unique number. Okay, that means what PP number it is creating, the system cannot try to create the same number as a vendor number. Okay, because this number is different, this number is different. When it is just possible, when these two are the same, that means this number range and this number range will be the same. Then only I can use that the PP number and the vendor number will be the same. Okay, and okay, so that's again you can see here number range and grouping and all. Okay, so here they define the number ranges and all, and they will be assigning at the grouping level. So when you're creating the PP, you need to be selected which PP in all. Okay, and that grouping number range you need to be check here what group it is created, which number range it is. If it is external number range, then external number range. Okay, that you can check here. Okay, clear? Okay, and moreover one more thing which you need to do here, master data synchronization. So master data synchronization is very important here when customer vendor integration. Okay, you need to be do the vendor integrated with BP role category directed to BP. That means okay, if the BP has to be create the vendor or if the vendor has to be created as a BP. There is two cases are there when implementation is going on when ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, so there is already vendor numbers are there, so I need to be create the same vendors in the our US4 HANA system also. In that case, what I'm just suggesting that you just create the PPs for that vendor number. Okay, now if I'm using that new case like I'm just using S4 HANA regularly. Okay, now the system is stable. Now I'm creating that. In that case, I can create like direction BP to vendor. That means when I'm just created the BP, then later based on that vendor account group and all, it will be created vendor number. Okay. So this synchronization is very important, even for the customer also same, and even for the vendor also same. Okay. Clear? So you can just check that business partners and suppliers integration check and all. You can check here the settings and all. You can check here. Yeah, BP roles and BP grouping. Okay, and what it will be the account group and BP grouping and all. Okay, so you can see here the combinations like okay. So the BP grouping has 0001 and here customer account group is DB, but this number range is different, this number range is different. So in that case, so I cannot use the same number range. You can see that I cannot use the same number. If I can see that this is the same number range, there might be will be the same. This BT number range and this is the BT number range. So there is both should be as a same number range. In that case, I can use the same number range. Okay. So this is for the business partner related. Any questions, or it's completely zero?
Here in BP, we have two numbers. One is for BP, one is for supplier. So where the supplier number is going to use, sir? Sorry, where the BP number going to use?
Where BP number is the common number. Okay, so this is actually in the ECC also we have the BP numbers. Okay, why this BP number is required? Because when you are integrating to the third party systems, earlier in the ECC also we have the BPs. If you are aware about the SRM systems, CRM systems, and EWM systems, when it is connecting to third party system, that means it is like a separate decentralized system when you're connecting. So the data which is flowing from the my system to their system through BP. Okay, that's what they are using for the master data. All they are using BP. So it is there in the ECC, but only the part is like if we don't have any integration, then we generally using as a vendor master card, the customer master card. We are not creating any BP. Okay, so now what will be happening as for HANA? So the integration is very easy to the other system. So they are going with it's common like BP to integrate to the other system. That's what they are introducing the BP. So BP is the top level. Under this BP, I can create BP under the vendor number, BP under the customer, BP under the employee, BP under the like finance, FI vendor. So like I can create a different roles. Clear?
Okay, sir, one more question. In generally real project, BP number, customer number, and supplier number going to the same number, sir. In case
It depends. Because when I'm just creating the BP, okay, so I can see the BP number only. If you see, I can see the BP number only. I cannot see vendor number. Right. So if the user is confusing that boss, I'm really confusing on this BP and then customer number if it is a different. I just want to go with the same unique number. Then it must be go with that and we must be defined a number. Okay. Clear?
yes, sir. No, that I'm asking, sir. For the customer, I'm asking. As a supplier side, we are BP and supplier is the same. If you want to create, we can create the same number.
It depends on client again. Okay, when some client they want to go with the same unit number, some client they will not go for the same unit number because they are using ECC from long time, and that might be it is not available in the BP the number range because they are using for some other purpose. So they cannot use the same number for right. In that case, they cannot go with the same number, right? Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in that case, it's very different, right? So it depends again whether they want to go with the same or it is different. That is again, it's a client. Okay, different groups also. Maybe domestic, I can go with the same, or import, I cannot go with the same. Or service, I cannot go with the same. Or maybe some FI vendor, I can go with the same. Okay, like it depends the vendor account groups. Okay. So all it will be saved in the same group only, same table only. It's like LFA1 and LFB1. Those are not collapsed. Okay, so LFA1, LFB1, all it will be there. But there is additionally like business partner will be there. Okay, so instead of in future, instead of I'm going with the vendor number or customer number, I'm just going with the BP number. By pronunciation is BP, business partner. Is my partner. So vendor is also my partner, customer is also my partner, employee also my partner. Right. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So any other questions? Anyone have? Yeah.
So while comparing with general release procedure, here I think little bit easy. I think so in Fiori application.
It depends because if you don't have any workflow considered, this is very. I can do and I can easily design, but again, customization related. So because in the normal release strategy, what will happen? The workflow consultant can give the more options, like they can do anything in the program level. Okay, and they can design like body, they can design like letter, they can design like attachment, like they can do, and they can easily send to external, right? So our functional side, it is very easy, flexible workflow. That's what it's calling like flexible means it is very easy. So okay, it's not only pure release strategy, it's also PR. Okay, wherever there is a workflow, it's required. Even for the HR, if it is workflow required, employee creation, or it may be sales related customers level, they want to be released. Okay, everywhere you can use this flexible workflow. Okay, and one point you need to remember that if we have the workflow, if we are using the flexible workflow, that means it is the old release strategy is still available. Okay, that means it is not necessary to uh, disconnect or terminate the old release strategy. Because it's option like okay, we have, if you in future if you want to be switched to the release strategy, you can go with that. Okay, you need to be deactivate here for flexible workflow and you can use the release strategy. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any questions here? Anyone have the questions here? It might be a question mark, you guys, but yeah, this is the one process which is the latest upgradation process. And I think you guys is the first time to look into this Fury launchpad. Some people, okay. So you must be remember that what is the transaction code that and all, okay, and where you need to be launchpad and how the launchpad will be work and all. You can see here. So what will happen in the launchpad easily? If you have the mobile, I can go mobile and just click on my link and the mobile apps links and all. It's very easy. Okay. So it's very easy to search also what for to perform. If I want to do some other performance and all, or maybe purchase order creations, purchase order change, all it is the same. The screens looks like the same what it is there in the PCC and even in the S4 screen. It is the same in the Fury also. Clear? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, so I just said that, right? Remote connection, how it works like. Okay, so this is what they can in the real time. Okay, it might be like one case. Okay, so you are connecting to the client desktop and you are working on your SAP log and pad. Okay, for that they are using the Citrix and some people are using Citrix for that logging to the desktops and so different softwares are there. So here this is the MSD, they are the remote desktop related. Okay, so it is generally run on the MSDSC and they will be connecting like a remote desktop connection. Okay, clear? Is that clear? Any questions here?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. But we need to do some practice because the first time seeing
Yeah.
here.
So because this is not you are not aware about this entirely Fury apps and all the activation and everything which you are not aware. So generally this is the like the screen Fury apps and all. You can see here by clicking on the arrow mark down and you can search that what you want to do, and if you want to create a purchase order you can go and down and you can search the purchase orders, or you can search here directly. Okay, so like I can see that what I have access that I can see. Okay, since this is the practice of it might be activated all, but yeah, generally only it will display what it is related to you or what it is related to it is done.
Sir, can you do SPRO configuration in Fury thread?
Pure part means I just shown right the activation, workflow activation and all.
Okay, okay. Well, as per everything we can do here, sir.
It's like a copying of the desktop. Yeah. See, if I had a mobile, the mobile
Yes, sir.
Gmail app is there. Okay, can you use the Gmail in the my desktop also, my laptop or my DC, or I can use or not?
Yes, sir.
So the same way here also, I have a
But
SAP
some
login pad.
futures will be.
I have the SAP login pad. So sequentially, I have the SAP Fiori app. That's all. There is nothing changed.
No, sir. But end user side it is okay. But as a consultant side, all the functions will be there in Fury pad. I must.
Huh, it is there. Everything is there. All the functions. That means SPRO will not get here. SPRO you need to go in the desktop only. You're talking about SPRO, you want to be performing the
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm talking about SPR only.
no, it's not like okay. Not like it's only for the end users related. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So any other questions you can see here, manage reservations, interview management, inventory management, and the things and all you can see here. Wherever there is a warehouse management. And so here the major one is the one thing. Warehouse management is the one thing. So if you anyone is planning to maybe learning the warehouse management in future. So in S4 HANA, what is that? There is embedded or embedded warehouse management. Embedded warehouse management. So that embedded warehouse management is a part of the EWM. Okay. So extended warehouse, if you remember, if you are aware about the extended warehouse management is different. Extended warehouse management is there is different. So in the S4 HANA, we can say that there is no warehouse management concept. It is like we have the embedded warehouse management. Okay. Embedded extended warehouse management line. Okay, so that is a bigger change here. Okay, so that means whatever the futures we have in the extended warehouse management, okay, that's some of the futures 80%, 90% futures we have in the embedded warehouse management. That's for HANA. Okay, embedded extended warehouse management. Okay, then if you don't have any questions, then I will stop. Okay.